Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my playthrough of Morrowind as the Khajit Thief Drolan, and I am pursuing information about various cults related to Dagothar and Red Mountain. In the last video, I was able to get Drolan cured of Corpus disease, but after doing so, I returned and Caius Cosades said that he had been called back to the capital. So because of that, he basically gave me access to his house, and when he was in it, out of professional courtesy, I was not looking in his chests. With him gone and saying the house is mine to use, I wanted to know what was in the chests. So that was it. Now, I am supposed to go find Mehra Milo in Vivec and find out what's going on, because I'm supposed to get from Mehra Milo the Lost Prophecies so that I can take them to someone. Give me a second. Let me see if I look at the world map, if the name of the... Yes, so that I can take them to the Urshalaku, who I have talked to previously about potentially being the Nerevarine. And Bonnie Mesa? Something like that. Mesa, I do remember, but I don't remember the first name. Told me that I was not the Nerevarine, at least not yet. But could be. So the question is whether or not I can become the Nerevarine. But for now, I need to travel to Vivec, and from Vivec, in Vivec, I need to make my way to the temple quarter, temple section. I don't know what you want to call it. Canton. That's what they're called. They're called cantons. So the temple canton, because that is where the Hall of Wisdom is, and that is where Mehra Milo, what she was in the library last time, but it mentioned that she's being watched, and if something has gone wrong, she will leave me a message under a code word, Amaya, and potentially at her... Oops, I keep doing that to people. The arena, and then from the arena, I can travel to... Yay, mysticism is 49. From the arena, I can travel to the temple, and from the temple... I can travel to... Well, I'm going to use the local for now. Use the Hall of Wisdom. And see what I can find. Because it is Hall of Justice, then Hall of Wisdom. So I'm going to skip the Hall of Justice, start with Hall of Wisdom, and figure out what I'm supposed to do from there. Yeah, Mehra helped me find books. I doubt that at the time I actually took the book. Vivec High Fane, Vivec Canton. Oh, Vivec Milo's quarters are right there. So this is just a hallway, and the quarters should be right there. So they're probably upstairs. So if I can, figure out how to get upstairs. I'm just assuming that something went wrong, and I can act on that. Here we go, Milo's quarters, which are unlocked, which means I have been here before and probably looted the place when I was. However, when I did, I would not have picked up those things. Okay, so note to Amaya, because Amaya was the code word for there being trouble. All right, Amaya, sorry I missed you. I had to run some old documents over to the Inquisitor at the Ministry of Truth, and I'm likely to be tied up there for a while. Why don't you meet me there as soon as you can? Then we can leave together as soon as I'm done. And Amaya, don't forget to bring me 2 Divine Intervention scrolls you borrowed. Oh, the 2. Or, if you used them, buy a couple of new ones for me. I think I'm going to need them soon. Janand Malini at the Mages Guild in the Foreign Quarter keeps them in stock. Alvela Sarum is the guard at the entrance. Just tell her you're looking for me, and she'll let you in. Your faithful friend, Mehra. P.S. I left a couple of levitate potions here for you just in case. I couldn't remember if you knew the spell or not, so I drew a couple from stock. Alright, yep, Rising Force potions. And then might as well see what else is in. Nothing useful. Okay, that's fine. So she is in the Ministry of Truth, and I have to figure out where that is. So I'm going to go outside, excuse me, and see if I can find an entrance for the Ministry of Truth on the local map. So here we have the Hall of Justice, and there is the Ministry of Truth Hall of Processing, the High Fane Ministry of Truth Hall of Processing. Okay, so the Ministry of Truth should be just at the edge of this building. And, oh, okay, so the Ministry of Truth is actually up. Well, that would be why she provided the, what do you call it? Rising Force potions. So, let me use one of those. That's Restore Health, that's Rising Force. There we go. And that will get me up to the top here. And there is a guard there. And this is Alvera Sarim. I'm sorry, no pilgrims allowed in the ministry. I'll have to ask you to leave. But you're not here to visit anyone, are you? In fact, I am. Mehra said you would come. I'll say you subdued me with magic and stole my key. It opens all 3 exterior doors. The upper back door is best. You'll need other keys for other doors inside. Search for the keys in desks. No one carries keys while on duty. Mehra is in the prison keep in the cell on the far right. Mehra said you'd bring scrolls to get out. Some of us are sympathetic to the dissident priests, but kill an ordinator and you'll lose that sympathy. Here's the keys to the entrance. Now get going. Okay. Yeah, lockpick level 80 I probably could have handled without needing the key, so I guess I appreciate getting a key. Well, actually, I'm going to use the lockpick anyway, because I want the security experience so that I can keep leveling that particular skill. So apprentice lockpick. Now, apprentice lockpicks may not be the best idea for lockpicking these doors, just because the other ones, but that wasn't too bad, but the other ones give more experience. Now the issue is, okay, let's see here. Ministry of Truth Prison Keep. Okay, well, maybe I'm already where I need to be. I don't know. That doesn't seem probable, but... Oh. Right, okay, so that is not the same door as what I saw then. This is a worn cavern door with an ordinator behind it. So apparently this door is either up or down. I'm gonna guess up and try going that way first, and since there's an ordinator coming from there, see if I... Oh, okay, good, they turned around. But since there's a person patrolling that way, I'll come this way. And while I'm... Just in case I get attacked and die, I'll quick save it there so I don't have to go all the way back through all of that again. And see if we can't find Mehra. Is that... There we go. So that... No, well, Vivec Temple, but Vivec Temple is right there. So yes, this will be the prison keep. And then... I mean... I don't know if I can just walk around, but it is probably best to assume that I cannot, and to continue to be sneaky. The guard... Well, I'm not sneaking now, apparently, because it was broke, but maybe the prisoners seeing me isn't a big deal, but the guards seeing me would be. So we'll operate on that assumption for the moment. And there's Mehra. Okay. Nice, first try. Alright, do you have the Divine Intervention Scrolls? I have an escape plan. I do have the Divine Intervention Scrolls. I'll need one Divine Intervention Scroll myself for my escape plan. Getting out will be a lot faster and safer for you if you have one. but if you haven't got one for yourself, maybe you can find some other way out. Now, listen, here's my plan. Give me a divine intervention scroll. I'll meet you at the secret dissident priest's monastery at Halamayan. For safety, we'll travel separately. When you get out of here, look for a woman named Plata Heteria on the east docks of Ebenhart. Tell her I sent you and that you want to go fishing. She'll bring you to Halamayan by boat. I'll meet you there, and we'll get the Lost Prophecies from Gilvis Borello, the leader of the dissident priests, and magic conceals the Halamayan entrance. Speak to Vevrana Aryan, a monk at the dock at Halamayan, about the hidden entrance. Okay, well, what can you tell me about Halamayan? Halamayan is a secret monastery of the dissident priests. The monastery itself is beneath the surface of a remote island along Azura's coast, with only a single entrance hidden from view by hills and vegetation. The monastery is further protected by a magical shield which opens only at dawn and dusk, the magical twilight hours sacred to Azura. Okay, what about the Lost Prophecies? We can't talk now, but in the Apocrypha, the hidden teachings of the temple, there are several extensive references to lost prophecies, prophecies no longer current among the Ashlanders, but recorded by earlier temple pilgrims and scholars, and I think you'll find what you're looking for in the libraries of Halamayan. Okay, do you see anything new about the temple? The Tribunal Temple? No, you don't. Okay, awesome. All right, so I then have to go to...
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
Well, since she has one of these scrolls, I will use the other scroll of Divine Intervention. And that will put me into... I gotta figure out where I am. Alright, I am in Ebenhart, Grand Council Chambers. Okay. Now, she said the East Docks, and I'm... Okay, so Ebenhart is right next to Vivec, which is why the Divine Intervention Scroll took me here. And the East Docks are going to be on the opposite side where I am. So I have to figure out how to make my way east from here. Well, let's see here. If I come in here and come here... That takes me to a bridge. Okay, so this isn't terrible. I should be spamming while I can, because if I'm going to be taking a boat, I will likely get back Magicka. So I should use what I can to try and increase my mysticism for future reference. And try not to cast it on anybody. Okay, where am I? Alright, this looks like it might go around to take me further east. And there. I've used up all of my Magicka. Awesome. Okay, well, this is interesting looking, because that does not look like stone. That looks like a dragon. I mean, the centerpiece looks like stone, but that looks like an actual dragon. So I wonder, yeah. All right, but here are the docks. There's a person standing off. Here is this. This is Plata Heteria. So, yes, I'm Plata Heteria. Do I know you? Right, you're Drolan. My friend said that you might want to go fishing. Indeed, I know a fine place. Excellent fishing, my friend. Excellent fishing. My friend, Mehra Milo, says it's her favorite fishing spot. You ready to go? Yes, I am. Good. I'm ready to take you to Halamayan anytime you're ready to travel, and I'll be here to offer that service anytime you need it. Okay, but why were you talking in code about fishing and now you just blurt out? I'm so confused. Okay, fine. So, travel to Halamayan, so it says Azura's coast region.
Well, she already established that you're the one who wanted to go fishing.
True. And since that's the only place she can... Well, she can't talk about Halamayan, which is interesting. So I guess the Azura's coast region is where I'm supposed to go. Right, well this... Wait. Where am I? Oh, it's now marked on my mini-map. Or on my map. That's nice. I might have been able to walk here, but I mean, that was faster, and I got Magicka back. So, Vevrana Aryan. I'm Vevrana Aryan, a monk of Halamayan. The monastery is here on this island. Take the stone pathway north from the docks and the path uphill. The entrance is hidden by a magical shield. Wait or rest at the head of the path, and the portal will open at dusk. At dusk and dawn only. The magical twilight hours sacred to Azura. Mehra Milo has told us of your coming. You can find her in the library with Master Borello. Later, I can arrange for your return to Vivec whenever you are ready. Okay, what can you tell me about Halamayan? Excuse me. Halamayan is a secret monastery of the dissident priests. The monastery itself is beneath the surface of a remote island along Azura's coast, with only a single entrance hidden from view by hills and vegetation. The monastery is further protected by a magic... This is the same thing that Mehra told me. Alright, cool. Well, she said head north and then take the stone steps and go up. So, I mean, the stone steps are going up, so I guess that works. So there's a split of the stone steps, and then they start going down. I'm supposed to go up, but I might as well come down and see. They just go out to the water. Okay. That's intriguing. I don't understand. Because these definitely don't look natural. So I wonder what the idea was here. Maybe it's if you come over land, you have an easier time of it. Is this the entrance that... Oop, I should have a weapon. Is this the entrance that would open, or... Well, there's stuff up here too. And a rat, apparently. And since rats are aggressive, this one will die. Ooh, it's even a blighted rat. Now, on the bright side, I am... Because I contracted Corpus, and then... I wasn't cured. Fear, I can't remember his first name, but the guy... but FYR was how it was spelled. Fear gave me a potion that removed the symptoms such as bloated flesh and those kind of things. But I still have Corpus technically. It's just that I get the benefits such as being immune to, what is it called? Other diseases. Because I get resist everything 100%, and then I have an item that's giving me resist magicka 60%. It's this new chest piece that I got last time. Alright, so now I'm supposed to wait until dawn or dusk, and I don't know, it's 12 p.m. So I don't know what time, but if I'm going to be waiting, I expect I'm going to get magicka back. So I'll do a little bit of spamming and see what happens if I rest 1 hour. I get that much back. Okay, so I can use up that much. And what I'll do, I'll keep doing that until it opens, and I'll come back in when it opens. Alright, so it is opening, which is good, because I forgot that I was wondering whether it was that rock down there, and that the rock was... But she said a magical shield, so I guess that's a magical shield. It looks like a shell to me, but I don't know. It works. Okay, I also expect I don't have to stealth or sneaky because I was invited. Oh. Adrian Daedra, Varieties of Faith. I think I already have Varieties of Faith. And I probably ought not to steal from the group that's trying to help me. A cloth sack, is this? A fishing pole. Can you fish? I don't know. Well, I'll find that out some other time. For right now, I need to go find Mehra. Well, this is actually a fairly extensive little environment they have here in Himalayan, something like that. Ooh, what's this book? I won't steal it yet. Brief History of the Empire, Volume 2. Oh, that's going to be in plenty of places. And that's a lot of gold that I'm going to just leave alone for now. I don't want to get them on. I don't want them to be angry with me. The Book of Dawn and Dusk. All right, Mehra, what say you? Thank you, Drolan, for rescuing me. Now I'll stay here at Halamayan with Master Borello and assist him with the monastery's library. Okay, what about Master Borello? Master Gilvis Borello is the abbot of our monastery and the head of our secret order. Ooh, secret order. We have adopted the name Dissident Priests. We are not ashamed of our disputes with the temple. Oh, you claim to be part of it. I don't remember her saying she was a dissident priest before, just talking about them as if she was aware of their information about them. So that's intriguing. So dissident priest, we are fiercely loyal to the temple's ancient traditions, but we are troubled that the ultimate source of the tribunal's divinity might be the same as the source of Dagoth-Ur's evil power. Dagoth-Ur's power seems to wax as the tribunal's power wanes. Read The Progress of Truth and other documents of the Apocrypha in our library, and you'll see why we are uneasy. In Temple, she says the same thing. Okay. So I will then talk to Gilvis Borello. How can I help you? Well, what about the Lost Prophecies? I have reviewed the Apocrypha and have found 2 passages of particular interest. We've made copies of these passages to give you. Many are familiar with the 2 Nerevarine prophecies current among the Ashlanders called the Stranger and the 7 Vision. That should probably be visions. We have 2 other prophecies, the Lost Prophecy and the 7 Curses, that may offer additional insights into the riddles surrounding the coming of the Incarnate. Perhaps these are the Lost Prophecies that your friend Nibani Mesa told you about. We have also prepared a document for you called Krigranak's Tools. This document will explain to you and to others the terrible secret that the temple conceals about the true history of the tribunal and the corrupt nature of their divine powers. It is to conceal this secret that the temple persecutes the Nerevarine and the dissident priests. This persecution must stop. We must be united against the true enemy, Dagoth-Ur, and if you are the Nerevarine, you must lead us against him. Okay, well, there was a lot here, so let's start in order. What about the Apocrypha? The Hieroglypha are the collected priestly writings of the temple. The Apocrypha are the hidden writings, secrets known only at the highest levels of priesthood and inquisition. Defying the temple, we have gathered as much of the Apocrypha as we can here in Halamayan. One of the chief disputes between the temple and the dissident priests is that the temple hides the truth from its followers. Okay, we'll just go in order. What about the Lost Prophecies? The Lost Prophecy, from 7th sign of 11th generation, neither hound nor guar, nor seed nor harrow. From Dragonborn and Farstar marked, but Dragonborn and Farstar marked, Outlander incarnate beneath Red Mountain, blessed guest counters 7 curses, star-blessed hand wields thrice cursed blade to reap the harvest of the unmourned house. I've annotated your copy of the Lost Prophecy with our best efforts at interpretation, but a rough summary might be: an outlander, foreign-born, but welcomed as a guest, confronts 7 curses beneath Red Mountain. His hand, blessed by Azura, uses a cursed blade to bring justice to House Dagoth, or House Dwemer, or both. The Nerevarine, an outlander? That wouldn't please many Ashlanders, and may explain how the prophecy got lost. All right, what about the 7 curses? The 7 curses reads as follows: through the doors of the unmourned house, where scoffers scoff and schemers scheme, from the halls of the oath-breaking house rings 7 curses of gods blasphemed. First curse, curse of fire. Second curse, curse of ash. Third curse, curse of flesh. Fourth curse, curse of ghosts. Fifth curse, curse of seed. Sixth curse, curse of despair. Seventh curse, curse of dreams. Your copy of the 7 curses bears our guesses at interpreting the verses. In short form, 7 curses come from House Dagoth or House Dwemer, or both. Fire and ash come from Red Mountain. Flesh is Corpus. Ghosts, seed, and despair are unclear, but Curse of Dreams seems to refer to recent cases of soul sickness and sleeper attacks on the towns. Okay. 7 curses. What about Lost Prophecies? We have given you copies of Kagranek's Tools, the Lost Prophecy, and the 7 Curses. From what you tell me, you may now have the Lost Prophecies the wise woman Nibani Mesa asked you to seek. Perhaps you should share your knowledge with her. Yep, that would be the plan. What do you know about the Nerevarine? Our interest in the Nerevarine used to be a matter of principle, a willingness to consider the validity of mystical insights rejected by temple doctrine. Now, Dagoth grows stronger while the tribunal grows weaker, and the return of Saint Nerevar, even if only reborn in spirit, may be our best prospect of salvation. Okay. So I asked about the Nerevarine. Apocrypha. What about the dissident priests? A significant part of the temple hierarchy might be more inclined to accept and tolerate differences of opinion and dogma, but other parts of the temple, in particular the ordinators under Beryl Sala, claim that the threat from Red Mountain and Dagoth can only be resisted with a unified, resolute faith. The people are afraid, so they support the hard line. But if we can show ourselves able to confront Dagoth more effectively than the ordinators, the temple and the people will support us. Okay, what about Dagoth then? So long as the ordinators, buoyant armigers, and tribunal could contain the blight and Dagoth creatures within the ghost fence, faith in the temple's protective power was strong. But now, travelers and settlements suffer from blight storms and marauding monsters, and the people fear the temple is losing its ages-old battle with the devil, Dagoth I'm pretty sure I've asked you know what? Might as well ask you about Mehra Milo. Mehra Milo has run terrible risks remaining at the Hall of Wisdom and Truth, and we are grateful that you have rescued her from the Ministry of Truth. Okay. I don't need to ask you about Return to Vivec. I can ask the gal at the base of the mountain, Secret Order, 6th house. You know what? I might as well ask you what you know about the 6th house. This is a new threat, and not yet widely recognized as another face of the devil Dagoth but it is clearly a sign of a coming crisis, and the temple may no longer be able to protect Morrowind. In such troubled times, the Dunmer may turn to the ancient pillars of faith, the ancestors, and to the Daedra, and especially to the prophetic visions granted by Lord Azura. Then they may look to the Nerevarine, Saint Nerevar Reborn, to lead them against the grim armies of Dagoth All right then. Well, I think I have... Whoops. Nope. Cancel. I think I have what... Blasphemous Revenants does not provide anything. What I was asked to provide to... Oh, Blasphemous Revenants I already looked at. To what's-her-name. As he said, Nibani Mesa. Let me come look at my inventory. Are they papers? Directions, hospitality. Yeah, Kagranek's Tools or papers. Message from Dagoth Wow. Good grief. The Lost Prophecy. There we go. The Lost Prophecy, the 7 curses, the 7 visions, the stranger, and a decoded package. All right. So there was one in here that... All right. Actually, I will... I think I'm going to return to Vivec using the offer from the gal at the bottom. Oh, hey, the mouse is back. Rat. Excuse me, the rat is back. And apparently it saw me before I could sneak, but I'll go down. I will talk to her, have her return me to Vivec. I'll make my way back to Balmora just as kind of a central place to start and end. And I'll come back in when I get to Balmora and just kind of log out at Caius' house that he has loaned me. I don't know, that could be a way of saying it, but I'll be back. Alright, so I've made it back to Caius, and next time I'll be heading up here to Urshulaku Camp via... no. Dagenfell. Is there a boat from to Dagenfell from Sadrith Mora? Is that how I got there before?
I think so.
Actually, I mean, alternatively, I could go through Margon. So yeah, actually, I'll probably go to Aldrune, Margon, and go overland to get to Urshulaku Camp. But for now, I'll call this good for this video. It's been another video that has been high in exposition, but it is interesting getting to move along more with the plot. For now, thanks all. Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.